Hello and welcome. I'm Sandy of Lolly and Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the Niagara region of Ontario, Canada. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to have a fun class tonight. Maybe some humor. You never know what's going to be glued wrong, or you never know. You never know what's going to happen here. So settle in for some fun. What was I going to say? Now I don't know if you've seen the one horse open sleigh DSP. So I am going to show that to you, and that's what we're using tonight. But the first thing I want to do is flip you around, and I'll do it right this time and move you closer and all that, and we'll get started right away. I'm so excited. So excited. All right, let's move you closer. All right. And let's stop looking at the ceiling because that's just no fun. All right. Now, I wanted to show you again. I think I did in the past, but I'm not sure. You know what? I didn't turn my light on. That's going to be a dark card making session, isn't it? This is, when you see this, you'll see about from here to here. When you see that, that means that our Night Angels global video hop has gone live, and we are hopping on the, I believe, 25th of every month. So when you see that, you're going to want to pop over to YouTube and take a look at our videos. So I did this art several years ago. It's pastels and art, and it's got a really cute little find your beautiful inner piece. I had taken some courses from Kelly Ray Roberts, in case you've heard of her. And that's what I came up with for that particular class. So wanted to show you that. Watch for that when you pop over to my Lolly and Sand YouTube channel. When you pop over there, and hopefully subscribe, you will you'll see that image. So you're going to see that once a month. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the Beary Cute set. We're not using the set. Oh, shocking. We're not using the set, but we are using Merry Christmas. So I wanted to show you that right away, because the first thing we're going to do is, you got it, heat emboss. So, well, I keep saying the first thing, and then I keep switching things around. Oh, there we go. Hello, Claire. Hello, Bea. Hi, Elsie. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. We had our team in-person gathering, and it has been, I don't think we've seen each other. Some of us have never seen each other, but it's been, our last one's around 2019. So it's really nice to see everybody in person. I think I'll show you maybe 4 at a time. Have you seen this paper? This is the one horse open sleigh. The artwork in this is phenomenal, and the colors are as beautiful as they look here. Can I do 4 at a time? Probably. Alrighty. And this is the aspect on this is looking down. You can see the footprints down there. These are I think they look like birch trees. I'm terrible with gardening and nature. Isn't that cute? Look at the colors in here. Absolutely stunning. Stunning. Whoops. Oh, and that one with the cabin. Love it, love it, love it. 3 more. This scene with the fence. Look at the little fox. I believe it's a fox. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. I could be wrong. You never know. And the other side are all different kind of graphics. We have a couple of, I'm going to say that's real red. Wood grain. Really cool pattern there. Not just for masculine cards. This I love. I hate to say snakeskin, but that's what it kind of looks like to me. Another wood grain. Beautiful. I love lines and dots, so you know where I'm at. Beautiful. Some pool party and some trees. Let us get to what I said we were going to do. Let's see. Oh, hello, Marjorie. Looks like we've got a good group of ladies here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. My daughter made the cookies for the event, and oh my goodness, talk about being sugared up. Oh yeah. So there's our Merry Christmas, and here's my little embossing buddy. Make sure my video's still working. So much glare. Oh, my video is so far behind it isn't even funny. You know that I always do 2 of these. I've already done the second one, so tonight we are only doing 1. Okay, so that was my embossing buddy. This will be Versamark, and yes, it looks gross, but don't worry about it. None of this will transfer. Just want to give it a few. Whoa, the M in Mary is coming off. I'll just have to push that down right here. Right here. Okay. Now, the only time I say you can rock and roll anytime with music, with stamps, is with photopolymer and just a little bit. I stamped a lot of this with a friend this weekend. So I did an event that was an all-day event, and then I made 8 cards with a friend. Oh, and because that's photopolymer, you know, I use the Stampin' Pierce mat. Alrighty. I am using gold tonight. This is Petal Pink, by the way. Let's make sure that that M worked out. And it did, but I see a little dusty thing that's stuck right there. All right. Let's just put that right back in. This is going to last a really long time. Good view for you, isn't it? Wow, Sandy, that's exciting, isn't it? Woohoo! And we'll move that aside. Now I do have we're going to make a card, and then I have a second card to show you at the end that I also think is pretty. And I had some help from one of our artisans. Ooh, the Stampin' Up! Artisans with the colors to use. Here we go. It's not warmed up, so it's going to take a little longer than usual. Come on, come on, come on, come on. When it starts to go is when I'm like, yeehaw, here comes the party. Come on. And there we go. Beautiful. Oh, there we go. Gold. Merry Christmas. I'm still not sure that light's in the right spot. Still not sure. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Long time no see. Kathy was at the event too this weekend. Oh, I think there was, in total, I believe there was 28 of us. So that was a really good crowd. Alrighty. So, I'm going to show you the paper. I cannot wait one more second. I have to show you the paper. Okay, so this is what I chose. Now remember, this was 6 by 6. So what I did is I cut around, but I wanted, I don't know if you can tell, this pink here, it really looked like Petal Pink to me. So I went with it. It really, really did. And look at this guy. Look at his ears. You have to see that as close as I can get it with the light. Look at his ears. Is that not the cutest deer, like, ever? Actually, it is adorable. Oh, very adorable. What I was going to say as well is all the measurements after I'm done, and I haven't even had supper yet, after I'm done and get this loaded and have some food in my tummy, all the measurements will go into the video. And if you're watching on YouTube, you are watching the replay. All right, so this is early espresso, and I have like 1 piece left, so I just ordered it. And for anyone who was waiting for the Winter Meadow Designer Series paper, and do I have them handy? There were some gems as well from the mini. Oh, I thought they were right here beside me, but they're not. They have both come back in stock. All right. This is Petal Pink again. And check out that color. I had a jacket this color when I was a kid. I embossed this using the exposed brick. I almost said that completely wrong. Exposed brick 3D embossing folder. All right, let's do a little bit of gluing, and we'll go from there. So my Tombow, aka multi-purpose glue, also got a good workout this weekend, so it's got a big little mess of glue on it. That pretty well, that's gross. That pulled out, and it pulled out the little piece that was in in that spot where the glue comes out. I am not gluing this wrong. That means I am not gluing the wrong side of the paper, because you know what? That little deer, he doesn't need glue on his face. No way. Here we go. Let's glue that down here. So if you're wondering, you can actually join my team, Stamping Inspirations. You don't have to wait. There's always the best deal in the catalog. $135. You get to choose $165 in products, and it gets better. It's free shipping, and in most provinces in Canada, there is no tax on this. Okay, here's my base, standard base, and there we go. Get that to lay flat. I'm going to glue this down too, because this I'm going to pop up. My poor computer, my poor computer is flashing a black screen at me. So I know it's working because I'm using the internet, not my computer, to do this. All right, and I really, really like narrow borders, so there's only 1/8 of an inch difference. So you notice I didn't glue the whole back of that? That's because it doesn't need it. Oh, wow. I got that on the first try, ladies. Wow. I can't believe it. I know. Alrighty. Now, I do have black dimensionals. I just happened to grab these. It's nice to have the black dimensionals because if you're looking at the card from the side, if you're a card maker, you're going to look from the side. Okay? You're going to examine the card and say, how'd she make that? If you're not a card maker, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to be looking there anyway, because you're just going to be looking at how pretty handmade cards are. So you know what's the funny thing about this card is that there is 0 die cutting on it and 0 stamping. Now, I did heat emboss the sentiment. You can, if you want, you could just have stamped it as well. Hey, I am going to try and center this, and normally what I do is I bring it right up to the edge of the desk, but you can't see that. So I'll do my best. I know I said the word centered, which I rarely do. Okay, I'm not pushing it down. Look from the side. That looks pretty good to me. All right, before we do the rest of the front of the card, I'm going to glue the inside. Now, in my haste this weekend, I happened to put on, now this paper is called, let me tell you what it's called before I forget, More Dazzle. I had already glued this on because I thought I was doing a different card. Eek! Hello, Jackie. Hello. So I'm just going to glue this in. Sorry about that. It's just a skinny strip. I do want to talk about this paper, though. It's really beautiful. It's really shiny. The gold in this is really nice. See the sparkle? However, I am going to tell you, when you use your regular paper cutter, let me just get that, boop, it's going to take little bits of, you just see kind of a little bit up here. It takes some of these little flecks off. They're kind of like, they're almost like scales, you know? And if you don't want that to happen, you either hand cut, you're not going to hand cut this, or you use a guillotine, you know, push down. And I happen to have one, thus it worked. Isn't that pretty? What a beautiful surprise on the inside of a card for someone when they think all the Dazzle's on the front of the card. All right, so I did mention I had another one cut. Now, I cut it wonky. Was that on purpose? No, that wasn't on purpose. That's because I cut it wonky. I did not mean to. So what I decided to do was cut the More Dazzle paper as well wonky. Alrighty, and I thought they don't have to be the same. That doesn't have to sit right there. The angles don't have to be the same, etc., etc., etc. Now, I am going to bring out my seal. I liked the way it stuck to it, and I am giving it good coverage. Sometimes I would just say go end, you know, put a little on each end. Not this time. Not this time. Alrighty. There we go. Very sticky, isn't it? Very, very, very sticky. So we have that on. I do see little bits here that have come off. I'm not concerned. It's not the end of the world. All right, hang on while we get, whoa, I just glued my desk. Well, at least I didn't glue this wrong. Get off my desk. Don't make things stick to it. There we go. All right, I'm not putting that on right away. And I had my silicone mat, but I have set it aside for other things to happen. Okay, so the next thing we're going to use then is this. Look at it's come off the roll, because don't throw stuff in your drawer, okay? Don't be a Sandy. Don't be a Sandy. I usually keep the packaging. All right, so we'll roll that back up. What I'm going to do, we have to look at this. I want to put this down here. Okay, could go over here, but I don't like this heavy piece here. So this is going to go over here, straight as I can. So I just want the ribbon, the trim, the Simply Elegant trim in gold, to be right there. I don't want it up here. I don't happen to like that. So I'm going to just leave this on the roll and stuck to my fingers. Oh, so stuck. The seal will stick to your fingers, not the end of the world. And I'm just going to make a little loop and a little loop. Given the size of this guy, that's why I'm just doing little. It's all proportionate, isn't it? All proportionate. And okay, my scissors I put away. I have 2 pair in here now. I found my other pair, so I thought I would bring it in. Let's just do that loop one more time. Alrighty, is that too big? Nope, it is not. But I just pulled it off again. This is the fun part, isn't it? All right, now we'll give that a little trim. Again, don't throw it. I don't always have them the same length. Now, this layer's popped up. I'm not popping this up. I'm actually going to set it right onto the card. And it's okay if this little, where'd the other tail go? It's okay if that little tail goes over the edge of the card. I think that looks kind of cute. I'm getting that other one out of there because it's actually going the right direction. If this won't cooperate with you, then you get your Scotch tape out, okay? Get this. Oh my goodness. Did I put it back after the weekend? No, ma'am, I did not. All right, I'm just going to live with it. Actually, I don't want to. I want you to cooperate right there. Stay. And there we go. If something doesn't give me a hard time on the card, then it's just not card making, is it? I think I'm going to go right along the edge of the DSP. Now this is not letting me pop that down now. So there's a solution for every problem. Pardon me. Take your pick tool out. And we are going to, I think, you know, when your hands touch anything that is gluey, you handle it and the oil's on your fingers, take down the glue. Not only that, there's not a lot of glue right here at the end. So I'm going to stick one more in there. We're going to glue dot. I think you get 500 of these in a package, so I could be wrong. Don't quote me. So they're very, very inexpensive. Here we go again. Ta-da, ta-da, da, 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 da. I have to hold it. I got some sparkles on my desk now, but there's our card. I'm hoping, what is going on with my lighting? Let's do that a little bit better. Okay, there it is. What do you think? I think I'm going to have to do a little extra there. I may put a dimensional under there after the video. I'll just tell you that's what I'm going to do because it keeps sticking up. Alrighty, here's my original. Oh, I'm not done. There's my original, but you don't get to see it because it's my original. It looks exactly the same. I forgot. Alrighty, I'm not going to go crazy. I promise you I'm not going to go crazy. I am going to, you know how many times I've done that? I found with this one, because I've loosened it, that actually came off. Sometimes they get stuck. I'm going to give that a teeny little squeeze over here in case we get a mess. I only want some sparkles up here. I don't want it down here. We got enough going on down here. So you won't be able to see these, but I do want to point out that Wink of Stella, like putting things on dimensionals, like putting on a little bit of sparkly ribbon or some sparkle paper, they take your projects to another level. That's what we're looking for, right? We want that wow factor. We always, always want that wow factor. There's just a little bit, and I like it. And that can go. And that can go already. So there's the card. Oh no, my sentiment fell off. Okay, look, my sentiment fell off. I'm not ashamed to say that. My sentiment fell off. So I'm going to show you like this. Here's the other card. This, oh, I forgot what set this is from. Oh, Christmas Classics. I used that this weekend. There. We'll just pretend that's on there. Winka Stella. And again, so I had 2 colors. And you might, if you have this paper, check it out as well. I had the Petal Pink. And then I had the Midnight, what's it called? Midnight, it's right beside me. The Midnight, Misty Moonlight. Oh, good gracious. Right beside it. So, I was talking to Jay Sereno from Barry and Jay Matosu Crafts. So, here you go. So, I had this first. Pretend this is the whole back, okay? And then I put this. He wholeheartedly agreed that picking up on this light color was the way to go. And as well as the other demonstrators that happen to be on the Zoom as well. So there they are, my friends. I didn't even put sparkly things up here. I did with this one just a little sparkle gem right there. What do you think? What do you think? I think these are 2 of the prettiest cards I've made in a while. I mean, pretty as in I dropped them, yeah. I just saw that on the screen. There we go. Since this is giving me some difficulties, I'm having second thoughts about the ribbon, because it will definitely sit flatter. But first thing I'm going to do, I could try glue as well, is putting a dimensional down here. And for this one, this is also popped up, so the cards are identical except the DSP. The insides are the same too. Is figure out if I need that or not. So that is probably one of my quickest videos for a while. I do want to mention that on the 1st of the month, October 1st, is our Positive Inkers blog hop / Instagram hop. So if you're on Instagram, or if you've subscribed to my blog, you'll see those cards there first. And then a few days after, I'll put whatever card I happen to be making. I was working on it, thus the ink on my hands. Do come back for that. So the way it stands right now is I'm doing 6 videos a month. These, my weekly Tuesday at 7 p.m. And then 2 video hops. One on the 20th, one on the 25th. That sounds right. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. Anyway, my friends, I must be going fast because I'm really hungry or something. If you can't purchase, that is perfectly fine. If you can share my videos and get the word out, and maybe we get some more people on here with you. You are wonderful as it is. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.